I'm going to be making some firefly spell oil. And I've had a lot of fireflies, you can see here on my little dish, have presented themselves to me lately. And I work with insects magically. I do feel like if they're presenting themselves to you, all of these insects died of natural causes, by the way. But I do feel like, if they're presenting themselves to you, first of all, I always look up their spirit animal meaning, and the meaning of firefly is a beautiful message. I'll try to link to it below. But I really felt inspired to make a spell oil with the fireflies, and I have some other ingredients that I've been sort of called to use in the spell oil as well. I've got some Palo Santo burning over here also to give us some good energy while I'm putting this spell oil together. I'm going to use this notebook here so I don't get oil all over my tablecloth. So I'm starting off with this empty bottle. This originally, as you can see from the label, which I've removed the label, but kind of kept it on there. But it was a linden scented, linden is a type of tree, a linden scented perfume oil originally. There's still a little bit in it. Not much, but it still smells like linden. It doesn't include any actual linden, but it's still a very pretty smell. So I think that adds a nice element to the oil. I'm going to add in some sweet orange essential oil. So I added 8 drops. 8 is a nice numerology. It's a very vibrant number, very optimistic number. I'm also going to add in, this is a little bit of eclipse oil that I've already made. So it's a separate spell oil, but it is very potent. It's a strong magic, and it's because it includes 2 eclipses. It's been steeping during the Taurus and Scorpio eclipses that have happened so far in 2022. I believe those were in March and April. But yeah, so, I mean, eclipses bring about really powerful transformations. So I'm just going to put a little bit of it in here because eclipses also sometimes can be harsh. It depends on how the eclipse hits us, but we want the oomph of the eclipse oil. As you can see, there are other items in here, other botanicals and other ingredients also steeping in this oil, adding their own magic. But yeah, we're just going to use a bit of it. Now, depending on what I was doing, I might use more of this or just use it on its own, which I have done for a cord cutting spell recently. Because I really wanted to cut that cord, whatever it takes. But this spell oil I'm creating for most of you watching this, actually, for a group spell service. Although I do think I'm going to have some spell oil left, and I thought it would also be nice to present this as a separate video, just for anyone who's interested in, watching me make this spell oil. But for that group service, I do want to infuse the spell oil with properties that will help bring about transformative change, but not in such a way that it's very harsh or abrasive. We want to, remove obstacles, clear the way. This is a sort of a road opener, but I don't want it to be harsh and abrasive. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just feeling for myself that we've had a lot of it's been a tough year, It's been a sort of abrasive year, and we need our petitions to be granted to us in a little bit more of a gentle way, I feel. That's just what I'm feeling. But we do have the power of those eclipses here, so that's good. And these are just, a lot of these I don't know what they are, but they just spoke to me. I saw some of these outside of the co-op where I buy some of my candles. This is plantain, which I just got outside my apartment. This was a little purple flower that I just saw out next to a parking lot, and I thought it was so pretty, or it was sort of blue, I guess, but now it's closed up and dried. And this is just a little white flower. Again, I don't know what they were, but they spoke to me. So trust my instincts. And these are little jasmine blossoms. And I think it's interesting because they kind of look like those little firecracker poppers that you throw down on the ground. So we have fireflies, and my spell service is going to be on July 4th. So we're going to have firecrackers, and these look like poppers. I'm just going to burn the rest of this jasmine here. All right. It's my Palo Santo. Oops. All right. So I've got all of that in there. I don't know what this little green bug is, but I thought what a beautiful green color. And again, like I said, I like to use insects. I do feel like they bring a nice magic. And they also offer something to spell work, which is death magic, because you are, bringing a sort of reverence to their physical body after their soul has left it, and which is something that Mother Nature naturally does herself. In decomposition, everything, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, everything is given a new life. And the body of an insect can also be given a new life through spell work. So all our little fireflies. I've got a little bit of honey here as well. Kind of crystallized honey there. Looks pretty so far. This is kopal, which is it's just a type of incense that comes from, it's an ancient incense. It's a tree resin that's been used and burned as an incense since ancient times. Obviously, I'm putting it into the spell oil to let it steep, so we're not burning it in this sense. Maybe I'll burn one of these over here on our charcoal tab. And then I've got some pink salt. Let me bring my funnel back. I don't know if this will go through it since I've already got oil in there or not. Nice. All right, so the last thing we're going to put in is just to fill it up the rest of the way with coconut oil. For any of you who live near a Dollar Tree, I buy these bottles. They're 4 ounces at the Dollar Tree for now. It's $1.25 that they ask, but it's still a really good deal. It's coconut oil, but it also has grapeseed oil, soybean oil, mineral oil, and fragrance. So this is not to eat. It is for external use only, but it is a great moisturizer, but also good for spell purposes. Okay, that salt has clogged up in there. Let me pause and fix this. Oops. All right. We have one firefly just floating right up the top. 2 of them, actually. Oh, look, everything wants to fly. Everything wants to fly in my firefly spell. I love it. All right, so we're just going to let this steep and use it as needed. For my group spell, I'm going to, after my candles are carved, I'm going to put the oil on the candles and then dress it in a spell powder that I will also be handcrafting. Look how cool that looks. I love it.